So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw, it's Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Davis. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills have taken the lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Allen.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Jeremiah.
That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football open and drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give him the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
And some space here.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
That good for 19 and a first down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Chubb. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Browns have taken the lead here in this third quarter. York on now for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Allen off the play fake. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Allen now looks to throw. Going deep for Diggs. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Bills. So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that one, and even 60 yards in the air. Wow. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Another attempt now from 5 yards further back. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
Yeah, we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as so from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run it again with Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Faking the give. Now Watson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. Allen now on 1st down. That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Allen. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
They'll run with Chubb. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll try again with Chubb. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Watson on the sneak, and he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. A lot of pressure here for Cade York.
This is an easy one, 23-yarder.
York able to send this one through.
And we are all tied here in the final stages. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you...
That's caught at the 25.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Up the middle, it's Chubb.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. One last throw here for Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught. Oh, my, it was up for grabs. Now no time on the clock. And an extra point will send us to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down one. It's tempting to go for two. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. Do you see some fans are holding up 2 fingers? Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown. So the Bills going to be the first to get it as we are back underway here in overtime. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
On 2nd and 10, Allen. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
The Nancy defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. And again, it's Allen. Working the middle here, that's complete to Knox, the tight end. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Part of the reason we're in overtime, all the interceptions he's thrown in this game, but that was a good throw right there.
He's really not daunted, is he, partner? I mean, it's been interception palooza for him, and he's still pushing it downfield, trying to make a play, and he was successful on that throw.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd take another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. Let's see, they went with the aggressive play call, taking a shot downfield here on the first drive of overtime. Unfortunately for them, it backfires with the interception.
Yes, that aggressiveness sometimes comes with a price tag, doesn't it? You take the big shot downfield, trying to end the game right here, but they were ready for it, made the play, and now they have their opportunity to come down and kick a field goal and get this one over with.
They begin this drive with Chubb, and he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game, and how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
A give running right is Chubb. And he's got it to about the 40.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. They run for it with Hunt. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Slant route complete to Bell. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Well, the entire game coming down to this kick from Cade York. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And the Browns are going to win the football game. But Charles, a very